off to Milkstone Road. We followed Captain Mustard. I'll tell you what, we'll take a video of Captain Mustard here, which I can insert into the video in the edit suite. I say edit suite. Probably the kitchen, to be honest with you.
That's a spicy meatball, that is. Oh, I'm liking that.
No, Ian, it's a kebab.
Before eating my kebab, I think it's quite necessary that I trim this moustache down a little bit because it's just uncomfortable eating my moustache.
I didn't realise the tap worked in there until I saw that video, didn't I? Where you filled up your bucket, so I thought I'd wash my hands before lunch. And speaking of lunch,
I don't know what any civilised person would do.
let's just adjust you a little bit there. There we are. Hello my loves, welcome to another lunch with Mustard and Boaty. And I'm very excited to report that we have had a return visit to what we both agreed was a 10 out of 10, perhaps the ultimate kebab, from the Iron Brew establishment on the Milkstone Road in Rochdale.
Iron Brew.
What's it called?
Istanbul.
That's the one.
Yes.
But
Oh gosh, that's big.
technically, of course, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be visiting the same place twice. It kind of goes against what we're trying to do here.
No.
Oh, new subscriber.
I'm going to go and get some paper towels.
Oh, good shout. But what we have done is we've had something slightly different. So Sergeant Mustard has gone for a mixed kebab, whereas previously I had the doner kebab. This time I have gone for the chicken shawarma, and I'm very excited about it, I can tell you. Look at the size of this. And I've fully personalised all of the options on it. So this is a bespoke kebab made to my exact personal requirements. Specifically, there is a veritable plethora of guindilla chili peppers and jalapenos. Oh God, look at that. Let me try and show you. Hang on a minute. This isn't easy, it's a tad unwieldy. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. I'm going to take a separate picture anyway for both his lashes and for your future delectation and delight. My God, you need a wide angle to get... Oh, hang on, I don't want you on video, I want you on photo. There we go. Is that mine? Cheers. I should sit on it. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll take a video of yours and I can put it in the edit suite. Yup! I'll tell you what, we'll take a video of Captain Mustard's here, which I can insert into the video in the edit suite. I say edit suite, probably the kitchen, to be honest with you. Right, that's you done. You're still going. Well done, you. And a little drinkage just to lubricate the old doings. And then I'm going to tuck into this.
We've had some good car chat today, haven't we, so far?
We have had some good car
We've
chat.
talked an awful lot about cars that we will and won't buy. So, with that in mind, have you ever been to IKEA?
Yes, I have.
I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you why you and everybody else should go to IKEA. If you or anybody else goes to IKEA, then when you've done the mystery maze bit and worked your way around that, you get to the food hall of dreams. And admittedly I haven't been for a while, but you used to be able to buy a hot dog for, I think it was 65p. Now, the point is, having bought the hot dog, you had unfettered access to the ketchup dispenser and the mustard dispenser.
Mustard.
So, if you were savvy, as I used to be, you will take 2 large empty containers, pay your 65p for a hot dog, and then fill your containers with about £4 worth of sauce.
That's an interesting idea.
Perfectly legitimate. Nothing there to say that you can't do it.
No. Probably not encouraged though, is it?
Well, it is by me.
Well, yeah, you've just said that's what you should do. Do you still do it now? But you wouldn't know, you know.
It's a while since I've been, but I don't mind an IKEA. Oh, actually, the last time I went to IKEA was with Chinese Madam, when we were buying all of the office bits for her room.
Good? Yes.
I was going to ask if you're finding the chicken a little bit dry, but of course you've got sauce on yours.
Yeah. So, you're not going to bother asking because you've already answered your own question.
Yeah.
Well, the answer is, yeah, it is a bit dry actually. Well, it's got sauce on it. Also, one of the reasons for having a cup of tea is, now normally when you see people eating kebabs and they have drinks available in all these shops, there's always soft drinks, isn't it? Pop, cans of pop. Rubicon. Rubicon's a very popular one. But that does tend to make you feel a bit bloated.
Yeah.
Especially if you drink it early on. If it's a hot day. A hot day.
A hot day?
If it's a hot day, then you tend to drink your can of Rubicon really quickly.
Aye.
And then you've got enough room for your kebab.
I don't know ken what Rubicon is.
It's kind of a tropical, fruity, fizzy pop.
I'll give you £5
Thank you.
if you can recite the whole poem stroke song thing from the Kia Ora advert. I've got a mate who can do it.
I've got more interesting talents than that, I'm afraid.
Just making an offer, putting it out there.
There's no point. I've got red cabbage as well.
Lucky you.
I didn't ask for it.
Do you not like it?
Yeah. If I have one criticism, it is going to be that the salad and the sauce does make it makes the meat cool. Well, that's not an argument against Instanblue, it's a thermodynamics issue, isn't it? And I can't really blame them for it.
No. I don't mind a lukewarm kebab. I sometimes think that the correct heat for a kebab to be served at is the exact heat generated by falling asleep with it in bed, it ending up under your pillow, and then the temperature it's at about, I don't know, 9:45 the next morning when you wake up groggily and decide to eat it.
It's cold.
Well, it's not cold, is it? It's pillow heat.
You believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Human? Or any kind?
I kind of have no choice because I live in one of the most haunted places in the UK.
There we go. I think I've just triggered something there.
That's good. My cottage used to be tied to a deserted monastery on the top of the hill before there was anything else around. And it's got quite an amazing history, including quite a lot of murders. At one point, it was where, I can't remember the exact story, but people were locked up there for some reason, unjustly, and killed. And the most recent bit of history is from the late 1970s, when somebody with the same surname as me, who was being transported to court, overpowered the police in the car or van that he was being transported in, set off across the moors, ended up at my place where he took 3 generations of a family hostage, and ended up murdering them all in cold blood before being shot himself.
Sounds like a delightful fellow.
So if you ever come to my place, you'll find that you hear people walking about, you'll see drawers open and shut, doors open and shut, toilet will flush, a locked front or back door will suddenly become unlocked and open. You'll hear laughter.
This was a super messy kebab.
It does look it. Do you believe in ghosts?
No. Do you believe in a thing called?
Just listen to the rhythm of my heart.
Yeah. Do you believe in a thing called love?
I do, but I would struggle to define it. I was thinking about this earlier, and it's a thing of great sadness to me that I only realise how much I love a girlfriend or partner or wife after I've dumped them.
Oh yeah. That's because you start feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, I realise that. And you only remember the good bits, and you forget all of the bad bits that led you to dump them, or them dump you. It can be a two-way street.
Could it be a double dump?
I'm sure that's happened.
What if he was on the toilet at the time? It could be a treble dump.
Huh?
What if you shared the toilet?
Not my most recent ex, but the ex before that. Things were never quite the same after she revealed that before we were living together, when we used to text each other, sometimes she would be sitting on the lavatory. I thought that was wrong.
Why?
I don't know. She also, would this bother you? If you were in the bath and you had one of those houses where the lavatory was in the bathroom, and if you were in the bath, luxuriating, would it bother you if your partner came in and used the toilet?
No.
Would it not?
Not really.
I can't do that.
better than using the kitchen sink.
I'd rather they did that. You can't use the toilet in front of a partner. I mean, you lose the magic, surely.
What magic?
Well,
The mystery that this other person may not even dump.
well, you kind of build that pretense, don't you? It's like if you're dating somebody who's not the best looking in the world, but in your mind you create the thing where they are beautiful and they are amazing. Good God, are you giving up?
Yeah, slightly. I feel like I was eating very, very quickly now. Oh gosh, and now I fancy a can of Rubicon. It won't get wasted. Either it will be eaten in the beer. If Craig turns up hungry, I'd love to carry on eating it then. Or I'll just bung it in the fridge, finish it off tomorrow. Or later. I do try not to waste food. Especially when there's been some sort of sacrifice involved in creating it. The only trouble with things like eating a kebab is the stuff on your fingers and your face and everything. You wipe it all off and it feels like it's never completely gone. But it wouldn't really do to instantly go for a shower straight after a kebab. But maybe in some cultures that's exactly what they do. What's your favourite culture?
I'm not sure if I have one. It's a bit of a cheat answer,
Yeah.
but my favourite culture would probably be small parts of a range of cultures.
Right.
For example, I love the attitude that the Chinese have towards elderly people.
Mm-hmm.
They equate age with honour. In fact, in the Chinese language, there is no way to ask somebody how old they are without mentioning honour. So the literal translation of the Chinese phrase, how old are you, is what is your honourable age? And I like that because I detest the element of British society that our elderly are worthless and should just be ignored or shoved away in some dreadful bloody care home. I hate that. I hate the fact that families think that it's okay not to take care of their elderly. I hate the fact that the government think that it's okay to let the elderly live in poverty or near poverty. There's a lot of things about British culture that would put them bottom of the list for me.
Yeah. There's lots of things about British culture that's just not particularly nice. The only thing we have right in this country is, I think, our humour. Our humour does set us apart from many others.
Yeah.
That we can make fun of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that is somewhat interspersed with people that can't. And those people drive Audis. They must do. Did I ever tell you about this one instance where there was an incident in Rochdale where there was a big crash on a 30 limit where a car ended up upside down, and it was on the local groups, and there was some discussion about it, what was happening, how irresponsible the driver was, and I just chirped up and said something like, it was probably an Audi. Dickheads seem to like those.
Oh, that would have gone down well.
Well, but why though? I mean, some woman took offence to that and said not all Audi drivers are dickheads. I said, yeah, no, that's not what I said. I said that dickheads like them, and they do. Yeah. In fact, why don't we do a Ask a Dickhead survey? Where we have a set of questions like, what car do you think is actually good? Yeah, regardless of whether it is or not. To all of the other different things about what was an appropriate behaviour when you're out with your mates in Hebden Bridge on a Saturday night.
I have a question. How do we identify the dickheads in the first place? I mean, do we just put an advert in saying, attention all dickheads, we need you?
The odd thing is that you would assume that dickheads wouldn't know that that's what they are, but quite often they do. And they're not ashamed of it. In fact, they think it's funny to be a dickhead. So, yeah, maybe we could do that. But there would be an awful lot of information we could acquire from asking a few simple questions, just to find out how correct I am with some of the stereotype.
Okay, well, using the power of YouTube, why don't you, right now, ask the questions and ask any dickheads amongst our viewers to kindly answer in the comments.
Well, no, because presumably none of our viewers actually are dickheads. So, the people that aren't dickheads, you're going to know someone who is a dickhead, why not ask them?
Oh, nicely wriggled out of.
I'm not trying to wriggle out of anything. I'm trying to wriggle into something. I just had a little image of me wriggling into a sleeping bag. And
I get really claustrophobic in sleeping bags. I can't do them.
wriggling into a sleeping bag in the back of your Rover 75.
You're on your own there, matey. I'd sooner buy a caravan.
They don't do double sleeping bags, do they?
I've got no idea. I mean, I'm no expert on camping because at quite an early age I discovered something called a hotel.
Oh, that's not the same experience though, is it?
No, exactly. That's why camping is free and hotels cost money.
You usually find that many of the good things are completely missed.
Name
That's
one
free.
good thing about camping.
Being outside.
You can be outside a hotel.
But you have to pay to be outside a hotel. And
Actually, no, you don't. You
Well-
pay to stay in them.
well, yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not sure you understand the concept.
Well, if you've got to go to a hotel, there's a reason that you go there. You don't go there just so you can say you can stand outside of a hotel without paying for it. That really would be a silly pastime.
If you go to the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas, they do the most amazing fountain display anywhere in the world. So yeah, people do go to stand outside that hotel and watch it free of charge.
Right, that's Las Vegas though, isn't it?
But if you're in one
It's
of the
not free.
superior suites, you have some buttons and you can control the fountain display.
Okay, but how does that?
You also get a television in the shower.
How does that relate to going camping somewhere in the Lake District or
Well, it's just
in the yard? We could go camping in the yard. That really wouldn't even cost anything to get there.
okay. Name one positive thing about that.
Get to see yard cat a bit more. You get really drunk.
You don't need to camp to get really drunk.
It helps though, doesn't it?
Well, no, I would find it hinders, because how would you chill your wine?
Oh, I thought he was a red wine person.
No,
Okay.
I can't drink red wine.
Wow. That really does surprise me. I honestly just see you with a bottle of red wine, 10 minutes later, an empty bottle.
No, I'm a dry white man.
Right. A dry white man.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm anybody's for a bottle of Chablis.
I had a bottle of wine
When?
about 12 years ago.
Right.
I actually had one the other day as well. I bought one from Aldi because, well, it was £4. I thought I could.
Oh, from their premium range.
It was quite nice.
Yeah.
And it had a picture of a giraffe on it.
Red or white?
White.
Which grape?
I don't know. I didn't look that closely. I just went off a picture.
How can you do that? You don't... Okay, do you like dry or sweet?
Well, I'm so into wine that I don't even know any longer. Does that answer your question? No, it doesn't.
So you're one of these people that would take a woman on a date out to dinner and you would order the cheapest wine on the wine list unless you thought there was a reasonable chance that she would let you sleep with her, in which case you'd go for the second cheapest. Am I right?
No,
Ah.
I'd just ask her.
What? Are you going to sleep with me because I need to know which wine to order?
What? No, I'd say I need to know how much to drink. Now there's your scale of you know how attractive a lady is. You ask her right from the start, are we likely to end up having sex tonight? And when she says yeah, then you look at her and you decide how many cans of beer that you need to drink, or how much of that bottle of wine you need to make it a good idea.
This is outrageous. This is the kind of laddish talk that, as an enlightened modern new age man, I simply cannot condone. Can we continue this when the camera isn't running?
Right, so
I've never been to bed with an ugly woman. I've just woken up with a few.
It's time for me to admit right now, I've never actually done that.
Neither have I.
What, slept with a woman?
No, I slept with an ugly one. Well, slept with a woman that I'm not personally attracted to. Because attraction's an individual thing. And it's not for me or anybody else to say what is attractive and what isn't.
Yeah, but
There are just personal preferences.
yeah, it's personal preferences, but you want to. But basically, you're going to tick all your own boxes, don't you?
Yeah, but they're just that. They are your own boxes. Like a woman that appealed massively to you would be of zero interest to me.
How do you know?
Well, because I know the type that you go for.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go for curvy
Yeah.
types.
Women that look like women.
Yeah.
Right.
And
yeah.
no, I
Yeah.
like.
You prefer the hairless Filipino boy.
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
You like the kind of lady you can stick in a glove box.
I know there's more to choose from with your type, but I'm going to take more upkeep, I would have thought.
Are you going to eat all of that, do you reckon?
I'm just at that point
Where you're thinking of
where I'm thinking,
stick it on the laser base.
but I am enjoying it still. Oh, and tomato. Was James Martin attractive?
Yeah. What's an attractive person?
Well, good question.
Because you've got to be exceedingly good looking to look attractive when you're in a mood. Yeah, so, but if you're a naturally happy-faced person, you can be attractive just because you don't get people down.
I did learn that it is genuinely possible to laugh a woman into bed.
What? Who's doing the laughing though?
Yeah. As you know, I run a large singles network
He has mentioned it before.
many times.
Yeah.
It's also a charity, so if you want to send money, please. It's a good cause. If you have a look into the description of the video, you'll find a donation link. Just saying, just putting it out there. But You'd be amazed how many people, and it's always men. It's always men. And they seem to think the best way to attract a woman is to be miserable, misogynistic, and sometimes even downright insulting.
And that's what they say.
Yeah.
What? On the dating website. Do they think they're being clever? Is that what it is?
In the forums, in the discussion forums, they'll say, "Oh God, I'm so desperate just for somebody, anybody, I don't care, as long as they've got a pulse." Fucking hell. How is that going to attract a woman? Oh, there's a man who's desperate. I'll immediately go and mount him.
Yeah.
If you want to attract a partner, make them laugh, be cheerful, enjoy life. Bloody hell.
What you're saying there is that if any man was to say something like that, for the woman to take that on, she's got to have a very, very low self-esteem, rather.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They've got to assume that, right, I'm so undesirable
That even this man will have me.
that, yeah, I'm literally only going to be available to somebody for whom something is better than nothing.
Yeah, it's amazing that, isn't it?
And there
And do
aren't
you
many
get
women
quite a
like
lot of that?
Hundreds of thousands. That is the predominant attitude. Or you'll get some people who, and again it's always men, and they'll come along and say, "Well, I haven't got a woman and I'll never get a woman because all they're interested in is men with an amazing body and a good bank balance." Bollocks! Bollocks!
And bollocks.
And bollocks!
Yes.
But, what a way to make sure that you're not going to get any sex for the next 5 years. Go onto a forum in front of 50,000 people and come out with that.
Yeah. Because it's insulting, it does kind of... Actually, we're having a bit of a sensible conversation now, suddenly, aren't we?
Blimey.
I think we might have forgotten that you've left that thing running.
Oh. That's the key to good broadcasting. Forgetting that you're being filmed.
Yeah, and spending what's going to be 40 minutes eating a kebab. That's definitely one of the keys to it.
And it's all going in. No editing here, folks. I've got this one. I've got to carry on.
You have. I've actually stopped because I know that at some point within the next half an hour or so, I'm going to be rolling around the yard like a bloody weeble.
You just made a point.
Yeah.
I know that at about 6 o'clock, 5 or 6, I'm going to get the munchies.
And you may as well have that.
And I may as well have that.
Yeah.
That was very good. Right, let's just have one more. What should we do for a minute? I know. Let's play just a minute.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm very good at this game.
Have you ever played it?
No.
Okay. All you've got to do, we've got the counter there. When you've got to talk for 1 minute
That's the one, yeah.
on the subject that I give you, without hesitation, repetition, or deviation.
Yes.
And the subject I should give you is Project Nigel. 1 minute starting now.
Project Nigel. He is a gold car. A gold... That didn't last long, did it?
Hesitation. Right. It's
No, as I repeated the word, I almost repeated the word gold.
Yeah, but almost you didn't, but then you completely stopped, so that's a hesitation, so that's a point to me, and I take over the subject.
I've never actually done this before.
And I've got 52 seconds remaining on the subject of Project Nigel, starting now. Project Nigel is the name of a YouTube channel. There are many other such things on said platform of an entertainment basis, and I would like to take this opportunity to carefully walk you through them, holding you by the hand in a loving and caring way. Hubnut, £500 cheap car challenge. Dogging for beginners. Monkeys are us. Elephants I have known and loved. Lavatory paper of the 18th century. Kings and queens of Bollywood. Dumplings for the needy. All together now, let's all say trousers. I
This is deviation. I would have stopped you a while, but I was actually quite enjoying that.
Okay, that's deviation, so that's a point to you. You've got about, what you got, about 20 seconds left? 20 seconds left on the subject. Project Nigel starting now.
With so many different colours available all over this particular lovely car, one cannot help but look, wonder, point, laugh and just enjoy such a wonderful vehicle.
Repetition of wonderful. Right, I've got in. How many seconds have I got left? About 10.
10, go on.
Okay, starting now. NC03, the letter before DSU, is the registration number of the car known as Project Nigel. It has 4 tyres and I have 2 buttocks, and that gotta be 10 seconds, surely to God. Somebody ring the whistle to indicate the end of this thing so I can have a point and then have a cigarette.
Go on. Ah, leave that there. Oh.
We should do that with Wendy.
Yeah.
Right, that looks like it for this one, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time for Mustard and Boaty Do Lunch.